Losing a dream job is devastating, especially when you've worked your entire life to secure it. And that's exactly what happened to Adam Fishbein, a passionate advocate for people with Tourette syndrome from Philadelphia. But here's where it gets controversial. His role as a federal disability policy advisor was abruptly ended due to sweeping government layoffs aimed at shrinking the federal workforce, raising serious concerns about the future of protections for disabled workers. Back in 2021, when Fishbein was offered a position with the U.S. Department of Labor's Office of Disability Employment Policy, it wasn't just another job. It was the culmination of a lifelong ambition. Fresh out of college, he joined this specialized office that plays a crucial role in shaping policies and collaborating with employers to improve work opportunities for individuals with disabilities. When I got that job, I was over the moon, Fishbein recalls. It truly felt like my dream job. Diagnosed with Tourette syndrome at the age of 6, Fishbein's journey has always been intertwined with advocacy. Tourette syndrome is a neurological condition characterized by involuntary movements and vocalizations called tics. Growing up, he faced challenges that are often misunderstood by the public. His mother, Rachel Ezekiel Fishbein, remembers how Adam would sometimes hide under desks or have sudden outbursts at preschool. Behaviors that eventually led to his diagnosis and the accommodations he needed to succeed in school. Thanks to federal laws mandating educational support for students with disabilities, Adam received crucial help like extra time on exams or quiet spaces to manage his tics effectively. Not stopping there, Fishbein became a youth ambassador for Tourette syndrome, educating communities in schools and churches to break down stereotypes about the disorder. Yet, despite this progress, his parents worried as he approached adulthood, pondering what higher education, employment, and independence would look like for their son. Their fears eased when Adam was accepted to American University, where he flourished both academically and personally, earning a master's degree in public administration. Beyond his studies, Adam remained deeply engaged in his community, volunteering at a dog rescue, coaching youth soccer, joining an a cappella group, and nurturing meaningful relationships. He often told us, "I can't believe this is my life. I never imagined I'd be this happy," Rachel shares. At the Department of Labor, Adam worked alongside a dedicated team in Washington, D.C., striving to ensure policies, ranging from workplace accommodations to anti-discrimination protections, were not just well-designed, but properly funded and implemented. For him, there was immense satisfaction in knowing his efforts were making a broad impact on disability employment policy. "I thought I would be there my entire career. Maybe I was a little naive," he admits. Then, everything changed. In early 2025, an initiative dubbed the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, led to widespread layoffs across federal agencies. Part of a broader push to downsize government operations initiated by President Donald Trump's administration. Fishbein became one of thousands of federal employees affected by mass layoffs, forced early retirements, or deferred resignations. Fishbein's departure came through a deferred resignation program, which guaranteed salary and benefits until September 30th. But it wasn't truly voluntary. They encouraged us to accept it. I couldn't risk possibly ending up unemployed with no support, so I took the offer. Since leaving, he's struggled to secure new employment, facing limited interviews and mounting anxiety as the program's deadline looms. Not knowing if I'll have a stable, full-time income going forward is frightening, he admits. I might have to move back home and leave behind the life I've built here. This personal uncertainty mirrors larger worries about the disabled community's future. Fishbein fears that weakening federal oversight and enforcement of disability employment protections could lead to setbacks in the progress made over decades. "There's no question we will regress," he warns. However, Fishbein holds some hope. He believes that state and local governments might step up to fill gaps left by federal downsizing, and he applauds nonprofit and philanthropic efforts that continue pushing disability rights forward. More controversially, He challenges private companies to do the right thing, even as federal mandates and enforcement wane. Corporations must recognize their responsibility to support people with disabilities, regardless of regulatory pressure, he says. What does this mean for the future? Is reliance on voluntary corporate ethics enough to protect an already marginalized community? Or is robust federal oversight indispensable? Fishbein's story reveals the precarious balance between government roles, activism, and corporate responsibility. What are your thoughts? Should the federal government maintain strong disability protections, or can the private sector truly fill the void? Join the conversation and share your perspective, because the future of workplace inclusion might depend on it.